Hi friends, today you're going to be cooking with Chef Amanda, that's me. We're going to be cooking an amazing dish called congee. Congee is also known by many names since it's a staple dish of most Asian countries. It's usually served as a breakfast porridge. Now congee is an amazing food to eat medicinally because it supports your digestion and your overall health. It's commonly recommended for individuals who are dealing with nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, low appetite, and those who are recovering from an acute illness. So if you're having digestive problems, this is a great dish. It could definitely help harmonize your digestion. For this recipe, we're going to be using simple ingredients. We're going to be using 1 cup of brown rice. I'm going to be using the Jasmine organic brown rice. You can use water, stock. I'm going to be using stock. I'm using the Better Than Bouillon for my stock. You're going to need sea salt, kombu, about a quarter size for kombu. You're going to need 1 leek and a piece of ginger, about an inch, inch and a half, carrots, daikon radish, green cabbage, and to garnish your dish, you're going to need scallions, about 2 chopped. Okay, now that you know what your ingredients are and what your tools are, let's dive in. All right, diving back in. So you're going to start with 1 cup of your brown rice, and you're going to want to wash your rice really well. At least 3 times you're going to want to rinse your rice just to get rid of all the dirt, debris, just make sure that it's really clean. So, all right, so that's 1 rinse. I'm going to go ahead and rinse it again. So my rice is now washed. So now I'm going to prep my bouillon. So you're going to need about 2 cups. And I'm just going to mix it and let it dissolve in hot water. And we're going to mix this all together inside your stainless steel pot. So let's put in our rice. We're going to put in our stock. And on top, we're going to add our kombu. So we're going to put this on the stove and we're going to bring it to a boil. Once it's boiling, you want to bring it down to a simmer and let it simmer for about 45 minutes. For the purpose of this video, I have already chopped everything up, but you can definitely use your knife or a grater to julienne your veggies. So they should look like this. So this is your daikon radish. Here's your 1/2 cup leeks. Here's your cup of carrots. And here is your thinly sliced cabbage. And scallions, again, we're only going to use these to garnish. So these are finely chopped. Okay, now that your rice is cooked and it's been 45 minutes, listen to and see if you can still hear water at the bottom of your pot. If you can't hear water, then your rice is done. And we just let it sit there for 10 minutes. We've already let our rice sit for 10 minutes. So now we're just going to take the kombu out of the rice and we're going to finely chop it. And we're going to mix it all in again and we're going to recook our rice. So let's go ahead and grab our rice. Get all these extra nutrients. Okay, so now that that's chopped up, we're gonna put it back into our rice, and we're gonna want to mix that. Mix it in nice and good. Oh, that rice smells delicious. Okay, so now that the rice is nice and mixed with the kombu, we are going to put in about a cup and a half of more of our bouillon mix. So here it depends on how watery you want your congee to be. So then we're going to take our whisk and we're just going to mix, mix, mix. Okay, now that you have that mixed in, we're going to put it back on the stove and we're going to let it boil. All right, once it's boiling, then we're going to start mixing in all our veggies. Okay, so our water is now boiling for our rice. So the first veggie that we're going to put in there is our daikon radish, just because they're a little bit thicker and they need to be cooked while the water is boiling. So we're going to add those in. Okay, so our daikon radish has now been cooking it with our rice for about 5 minutes in boiling water. So now we're going to add the rest of our veggies. So I'm going to bring our pot back over here so we can add everything else. So now that all my veggies are in here, so you can see, and they're mixed in, I'm going to put it back on the stove and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Okay, so our congee has now been on the stove for about 10 minutes. We've been mixing it consistently. So now that you can, if you can see that your veggies are cooked, you can go ahead and take it off the stove and serve it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So here's our congee dish and our spoon. This smells delicious. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and serve ourselves. Oh, this looks so good. Get a little bit more liquid in there. Okay, you can smell the ginger. And then to garnish it, we're just going to add a little bit of the scallions on top. And then you have it, your congee dish. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you next time. Bye.